Hi, 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 hi. It is first day of Halloween week. Welcome.
Welcome. Today we're going to paint faces.
Today is day one of our week-long of Halloween tutorials. We are going to give you 8 this year. Last year was 5. We are upping the ante. We're going to give you some fun looks. And to start our week off, we're going to do a Spider-Man mask from something that we found on Pinterest.
He's our favorite.
Just so you guys know, tomorrow we're not doing a Tipple Tuesday because it is Halloween week, so we are instead giving you 2 tutorials. Oh yeah.
You do not
We love
miss.
you. So let's start off with what you guys need. We always suggest primer, red, acrylic paint that we're going to use today, but you can use cream, black, and white. If you're using cream, I just want to remind you to use little layers instead of just splattering a whole bunch of it on, because it can be really overwhelming and a little bit too much, which could ruin your look. So you want to do it in layers and start with one layer and then keep adding until you get the desired effect that you want. This part's optional, but you might want to have like a cream black that you're going to kind of shear down a little bit with some primer, and I'll explain that to you when we get to that step. And lastly, you want to have a matte black eyeshadow, which we're going to use carbon. And brushes. Never forget your brushes. I'm going to use my super expensive palette. This is an amazing palette from China, aka
Renee's
my
kitchen.
dish. And you're going to need some kind of pencil just to line out some of the things that we're going to be doing. Let's
Very
get
expensive
started.
one.
So what we're doing now is just outlining the eye part of the mask, just so we know exactly where to put the base color of the red for the mask. So this is how we're doing it. So what you want to do is, I already did this eye. What you want to do is start kind of where the bridge of the nose is, and a little bit closer in. You see where the eyebrow is, you want to go a little bit closer in, and then you're going to kind of do like an arch up. And what you want to do is kind of do like a bit sharp, and you want to go almost to where the temple is of your forehead, and then you're going to arch this down and go around just underneath the eye, and you're going to meet back up. So just like that. For the bottom of the mask outline, we're just going to start just above the tip where it starts to do kind of like the bulgy part of the nose, just right here, and you're going to line it, and you're going to kind of go down like how the cheek goes, and then meet up. So you're kind of following the base of the cheekbone. You're going to go around, down, and up all the way to the hairline. It's okay if you don't do it perfect because it's all going to get covered anyways. Next, we're going to put on the red base of the mask. So everything, you pretty much just want to make it kind of like a round circle so it kind of looks like a mask, not just going into the hairline or anything. And then you're just going to fill in all of this part. So this next part is optional, but I just want to do it because I just kind of want to add some texture to the red instead of just having it bright red. So what I did was I took that Makeup Forever black and then mixed it with a whole bunch of primer and came up with this beautiful piece of work right here. And I'm just going to take this stipple sponge because I love Amanda so much, and I'm going to stipple it all over her face. Mainly what I'm going to focus on is just around it, and then maybe a little bit on the inside, but I don't want to make it really dark in the middle. I just kind of want to make it a little bit darker on the outside just to kind of bring everything forward. So now that we have that done, We're gonna take the black and we're gonna start making spider webs. You'll need a pretty thin brush. This is a smudge brush. So the way that we're gonna do it is we're gonna make lines first, going out like this, and then you're gonna just pretend like the spider web starts in the middle and kind of extend the lines back out here, and then we'll kind of connect them all. So because I want to, I'm switching to my liquid eyeliner instead of using the acrylic because it's annoying me. So now what we're going to do is just connect them. So just remember that when you're doing above the eye line or wherever you decide to put the middle of the spider web, it's going to be like in the W, and everything below it is going to be an M. And then the sides are just going to be like the side curves. So we have that done, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of highlighting on the webs. And so you're going to take your white and as thin of a brush as you can get, eyeliner brush. And the only place we're going to put the whites is on all of the marks that we just made, not any of the lines that make the base of the web, but just the curves. Okay, and you want to make sure that they're always on one or the other. So you either want them to be under or you want them to be over. If you guys just want the basics, this is pretty much the basic. I'm gonna add a few little fun things that you guys can decide to do or not to do. But technically the mask is done, but we're just gonna add some finishing touches. So why don't you just watch and see if it's something that you'd wanna do. So first I'm gonna outline the eye part, and I'm gonna kind of make it a little bit more defined up around the eye. And the last touch is going to be just a little bit of shading to make it look like it's not painted on, and it gives it a little bit of dimension. So what you're going to do is just take whatever kind of brush, and you just want to put the shadow. Just going to kind of dab it on and mix it in and kind of fade it out. You don't want like a really distinct line. All right guys, and here's our finished look. Since Amanda is a girl and we kind of wanted to make her
Spiderman! Spiderman!
We did put lashes and lipstick and eyeshadow on her. Totally optional, obviously. And then her hair's down. You can do hair however you want. But this is the finished look, and we really hope you guys love it. Tomorrow we have a few more super looks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye!